Hi, everybody. We are live at the Paste Studios in New York today with Saro. Saro, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and joining you today, Asher on the guitar. Asher, good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Yeah. So congratulations, because Die Alone, the new EP, it's out right now. It's out on June. It came out on June 7th, and it exists. It's out in the world. We're going to
Yes.
hear 3 songs from it today. Can you tell us what you're going to do first?
Yeah, so the first song's called Snowblind. It's about thinking yourself to be incapable of loving anyone, and then someone coming along and blindsiding you, and you just falling super hard. Disorder, inching closer. I know nothing about love. It's torture, never told you. I know nothing about love. Placeholder for something vulgar. I know nothing about love. Why should I learn? Oh, slumber, pull me under. I know nothing about love. Who love? I mean, what love? What you mean, love? Waited all this time to be undone, to be broken, to believe. Taken by surprise with the sun in my eyes. I feel you inside, and I feel you inside and out. Taken by surprise with the sun in my eyes. I feel you inside, and I feel you inside and out. Start over, nearly sober. I know nothing about love. Hot water at the altar. I know nothing about love. From squalor by the collar. I know nothing about love. Why should I learn? Dishonest as I promised. I know nothing about love. I mean, what love? What you mean, love? Waited all this time to be undone, to be broken, to believe. Taken by surprise with the sun in my eyes. I feel you inside, and I feel you inside and out. Taken by surprise with the sun in my eyes. I feel you inside, and I feel you inside and out. I feel you inside, and I feel you inside and out. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for coming and sharing these songs with us. Can we talk a little bit about the production of, how you find yourself to be here right now? Talk maybe a little bit about Robin Hannibal's contributions to the first EP, and probably a little more about Dave Burris and how Hannibal and Burris have come together in order to
It's hilarious.
bring these sounds in your mind to life, and what each brought to the table as well.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a long journey to get here. This is my third EP that's just come out, called Die Alone. And anyway, the first EP, Dave Burris and I wrote a bunch of songs together, and I was also simultaneously doing some sessions with Robin Hannibal. And
I played him some of the stuff that Dave and I were working on, and I was like, this is my solo project. We were initially writing kind of for other, like for outside stuff and just to kind of catch a vibe, Robin and I. And so anyway, I played him some of the songs and he loved them and he wanted to be involved. And so Dave and I met up and he helped overhaul a couple of the songs very specifically. And then for the whole EP, he kind of executive produced and gave us invaluable notes on those. And then, that was born from that. Dave is amazing. He's done all the Saro music from day one, and he's just like the best collaborator I could have ever asked for. Sometimes he wants to kill me, but that happens when you work with someone for so many years.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and take what 80 hours of work,
oh my God,
100 hours of work and backtrack. But
yeah,
as the process goes, it has to happen that way.
Exactly.
Sometimes. Hopefully not all the time, but sometimes
it happens. Maybe too often. But sorry, Dave. I love you.
Can we talk a little bit also about so Die Alone is marks the first time that you have decided to sing about more clearly about sexual orientation and sing about men in particular, because you've been there never was necessarily a I am gay moment, a coming out of the closet moment for you publicly with fans anyway. And so this kind of, I guess, marks that. Can you talk a little bit about the decision to communicate that more clearly on this record?
Yeah, I think that in the past, like I've done it super subtly in some ways, but yeah, this is the first time that I've ever used male pronouns when talking about love interests in music, and it feels really liberating. And it's Pride Month, so I'm like celebrating, my community and my sexuality, and it feels great. And I think that in the future I'm going to be doing more of that.
Cool. Well, happy Pride to you. Happy Pride to everybody who's watching.
Happy Pride.
Glad that you're in New York for the parade too. And it's going to be a
me
fun
too.
weekend.
It's going to be wild.
Yeah. Well, cool. That first song sounded great. Can you tell us what you're going to do second off of Die Alone?
Yeah. This next song is called Nothing Remains, and it was birthed basically just from pure heartbreak. In the studio when I recorded the first demo of it, I was going through a lot of shit, and I just kind of like sang it pretty much like how it turned out in the end was how I freestyled it. We really didn't change many lyrics. And Dave may or may not have shed a tear while I was doing it. I was like shaking on the ground after that take, and I ended up having to leave the studio immediately after. Our session was like supposed to be multiple hours longer, but I was like, I just need to go. So I left the studio, and then that song ended up on the EP, and I love it. It's one of the ones where when I perform it, I kind of like relive those emotions, and it makes me feel good because it makes me feel like I am like capable of having such deep emotions. So yeah, this is called Nothing Remains. Man down, tear it out for a few more days. Strung out, held my breath, but you never came. And there's so many things I wish I could say, and there's so many things I wish I could do, and there's so many words I wish I could change, but you won't have it. And I just wanna scream until nothing remains. And I just wanna scream and forget your face. And I just wanna scream till I can't speak your name. And I just wanna scream until nothing remains. It's the point of no return, serves me right. I never learn
had a light without the burn, no wind inside to how it hurt. And there's so many things I wish I could say, and there's so many things I wish I could do, and there's so many words I wish I could change, but you won't have it. And I just wanna scream until nothing remains. And I just wanna scream and forget your face. And I just wanna scream till I can't speak your name. I just wanna scream until nothing remains. I'm not really sure where the wheels fell off, but I'm lost, so lost, so lost. No, I'm not really sure where the wheels fell off, but I'm lost, so lost, so lost, so lost. And I just wanna scream until nothing remains. And I just wanna scream and forget your face. And I just wanna scream till I can't speak your name. And I just wanna scream until nothing remains.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Can we? I think this song is a very good example of it. I know you've had. I mean, I don't want to dive into every tragedy and the bad things that have happened in your life, except as they relate directly to the music. You had a very, very difficult loss about 5 years ago, and have it sounds like decided to put a lot of pain, hopelessness, etc., a lot of really tough heaviness into the lyrics, as opposed to expressing that stuff in life and you know, laying it on friends, that you were able to use this as sort of a catharsis. Can you talk a little bit more about the decision, the conscious decision to do that and to put that pain into the music and leave it there as opposed to bringing it into your life?
Yeah, I mean, if anyone meets me in person, they can like instantly tell that I'm a pretty happy and like jovial person, kind of goofy. But yeah, so there was a shift that happened. I lost my best friend to suicide in 2014, and it was just devastating. And I was working on music before that, and she was like super supportive, and she actually was one of the reasons why I started making music. One of the first, like some of the first, the very first studio session I ever had was because she brought me in with her. And anyway, when I lost her, I kind of just went into a cave and hid for a long time, and then music is kind of what brought me out, like kind of getting those emotions out, and that is what ended up turning into my first EP, those songs. So yeah, I've learned that is the most important form of therapy for me, is to get all the darkest shit from the recesses of my mind and just put it straight into the music so that I can be a functional human. And I'm really happy that I found that outlet, because those things would just eat me up otherwise. So yeah, I mean, all my music is extremely dark, but I like to think that some people find solidarity in it and can relate, and it makes them feel better knowing that someone else has gone through some of the same shit. So yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I'm happy for you that you found that. You seem like a very healthy and well-adjusted individual, and it is an important message to get out there. And we're happy always to use this platform to spread that and to let other people know that if they're going through that same sort of a thing or anything even remotely similar, that they're not the only person going through it. So thanks for sharing all this with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Can you tell us what you're gonna do third off of Die Alone?
Yeah. So this last song is called Please, and it is kind of like the poppiest track on the album or the EP. Dave and I fought a lot about this song. We went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, but I'm really happy that it's out, and I'm really happy it exists in the way that it does. It's about really wanting to be the apple of someone's eye, and just kind of being needy for that affection. Yeah, here's Please.
Sleeping off the side effects again, I double the intake. I like you that way. And it's not the best look to be so thirsty like, but it's all for you. Can I be enough? Please let me be the promise that you keep. Offering my soul for something real, a sacrifice to feel. Please let me be the weakness in your knees. Pop me from the heart, my faith is seal. A sacrifice so I can feel. Seems you lost your train of thought again. Don't call me a mistake. Don't throw me away. Lies suited you so well. Maybe our time is up, maybe I'm not enough to give him a reason to know when to leave him. Please let me be the promise that you keep. Offering my soul for something real, a sacrifice to feel. No closer, so I won't cry. Should've known I'd never mean anything to you. I can see through your disguise. Please let me be the promise that you keep. Offering my soul for something real.
All right. Thank you, Saro. Thank you for coming in here and playing. Those are 3 songs off of Die Alone, which is out right now in the world. And Asher, thank you for coming in and playing. We appreciate both of you very much.
Thank you guys so much for having us.
You played LA Pride on June 9th. Happy Pride Month to everybody, and have a good time at the parade tomorrow, I think it is.
Yeah, this weekend.
Yeah.
So
this weekend,
excited.
festivities all month. And you've also got a show coming up July 7th in Marseille. So travel safely to that. That's going to be
Thank you.
sounds like fun. And all the information's up at nosaro.com. And yeah, guys, thanks again for doing this.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.